and welcome back to my online music theory course. Today we're going to be talking about dotted notes. You may have already been playing these in your music. In fact, I'm sure you are. The beginner levels have a lot of the dotted half notes, so I'm sure you've seen those already. But a dot takes half the value of the note and we add it to the value of the original note. So if we have a whole note with a dot, we know that a whole note is worth 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now half of a whole note is equal to a half note. So it's like this dot, we have a whole note plus a half note. So that adds another 2 counts. So a dotted whole note is actually worth 6 counts. Let's take another one that you've seen a lot of, a dotted half note. Now we know that the dot takes half the value, so half of a half note is a quarter. So this is like writing a half note plus a quarter. Half notes are worth 2 counts, and then the quarter is worth 1. So a dotted half note is worth 3 counts. Let's look at a dotted quarter note. So half of a quarter is an eighth. So this is like writing a quarter plus an eighth note. And quarter notes are worth 1 count, and the eighth note is only worth a half a count, so it's like 1.5 counts. And then we can even take this farther and do a dotted eighth note, and half of an eighth is a 16th, so it's like writing an eighth plus a 16th. Now we can also do these with rests, but in this particular course they don't require you to learn the dotted rests, so I'm going to cover those in another book when we go through them. Now how do we notate the dotted note? Where does the dot go? And a lot of times I'll see theory papers come back and the dot is in the wrong place, but with music you have to be very, very careful that you're putting everything in the exact spot. So let's draw our staff lines. And we'll give our treble clef here. And we'll do F. I'll make a half note. Now, I put the dot, if the note is on a space, I put the dot in the same space. But it's a little different if you're using a note that is on a line. So, I'll move this down and I'll give us an E, but the dot, when a note is on the line, it goes in the space right above. So let's say I'm notating a D and the stem goes down because it's above the middle line. If I put the dot, it's going to go on the space above. So again, remember, if the note is on a space, that dot is going to go right in the same space. And remember that dot beside a note is worth half the value of the notated note. I hope this helps. Thanks very much.